Welcome back to the At Home with Roby show. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's Andrew, ROBY.com. I'm Ashley Davis along with Trent Haston. We're your hosts. Trent, great show today. Jeff from Harkey Tile and Stone was on. If you really want to figure out how to redo your home, your kitchen, your bathroom, maybe you have an outdoor kitchen you want to do, give them a call. They can take care of you. And as you said, Trent, it's all about service with them and quality.
No, it really is, and they're a premier partner of ours, as good as it gets, from both family, friends, and business, and I think you need it all. So Jeff actually decided to stick around for the last segment, so thank you again for being here, Jeff. Okay, so we were going to do this in the first segment. We started chatting about other stuff. Who made it out to the Wells Fargo tournament last week?
I got out there for a day. Unbelievable.
I did one day as well. Yeah. It's great to see the vibe, in the springtime weather, and you hear all this negative stuff in the news. It's fun to get out there and see what's really going on and who's moving and shaking. I actually got out there on Wednesday and got to see Greg Olson and Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly was his bag boy.
That's the fun day.
So it was good, and it's good to have those guys from a different sport that we love so much for the Carolina Panthers out there interacting with the people that pay their salary,
having fun, joking around. I'll tell you, next year we talk a lot on the show about the growth of Charlotte and how it's changed over the years. Next year out at Quail Hollow, a lot of people may not know this, but the Wells Fargo Championship is going to move down to Wilmington, and we're going to have the PGA Championship. We're going to have a major golf tournament here in Charlotte, and that's phenomenal. It says a lot about the city, says a lot about Johnny Harris and what they're doing out at Quail Hollow.
And I was watching the tournament, I think, on Sunday, and the last group was on hole number 9. I think every year they redo some holes. That's Johnny's leadership. He always wants to improve and always wants to get better. Thank you, sir, for making Charlotte a staple in this higher-level world. But I think they said they had already started renovating hole number 1 while the pros were on number 9.
Man.
I couldn't figure it out. I was like, you're telling me they've already started demoing the existing hole?
People, I think they were moving dirt before people were off the property. It's because they got to get it done and get ready for next year. I think they're getting rid of the second hole, which, if you've been out there, is a little short par 3. They're extending a few other holes, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like next year. And
my nickname is Little Pusher. Yeah, right. I'm nothing to the Johnny Harrises of the world. So
I've never heard that nickname, but I'll have to.
It was my dad's nickname, actually, by Leroy.
That's
Leroy,
awesome.
Been with our company for 66 years and virtually raised me. And he called my dad that, and then at some point in my career, he started calling me Little Pusher, and my dad relinquished the term. So I'm grateful for that. So we said I'm hanging out with Andrew Fairman today. I want to brag on this kid a little bit. He has just finished his first year at Queens College. He is not footing the whole bill by himself, because if he would, it'd be expensive, but it's a great education.
He wouldn't be standing here, he'd be out working somewhere right now.
He thinks he's working. He doesn't understand. Get in the ditch. His reason why he's not in the ditch is because he's training. He's a triathlete scholarship at Queens.
Wow.
What's that mean? That means you walk, run, and crawl? Oh, no. I think it's swimming, cycling, and running. And
I didn't even know they had that at the collegiate level as a scholarship sport.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And he rides. So he's at Queens. He lives on. You live on campus, right? Lives on campus with all the beautiful ladies at Queens. What's the 8-to-2 ratio? I think. And he cycles.
Why did I go to UNC Charlotte? I still don't know.
I'm riding around with him this morning, and I'm like, why does everybody cycle out near where I live, near the airport? And we were talking about the new River District community that they have online that is Harris is promoting, going to be the next Ballantyne. I'm kind of proud of that. Bring it on. I mean, it's sad. It's like the double-edged sword. I love our quaint community that all the cyclists like to come out and ride on Saturdays and Sundays, but at the same time, I'm a businessman and I like to see my city. If you're not growing, you're dying. So we got to compete, and our airport, thanks to Mr. Orr, is so valuable, and he built it. Now he's no longer running the airport; the city's managing it, but it set the stage and the foundation for what we're living off of today. So I get home, I guess it was one Saturday or one evening, and I ride up to my house, and there's a cyclist up at my house. My whole little private drive got potholes. It's Andrew. So this morning when I made him miss his morning workout to meet me early so we go look at that job, I had my two girls in the car. So I think they meet you numerous times, right? I'm like, y'all know Mr. Andrew? And I'm like, no, excuse me, do y'all know Mr. Fairman? And Rowan's like, yeah. So
where's his bike, Daddy?
He broke it in half last weekend.
Like a golf
I
club?
promise.
Like got mad and broke it like
I
a
mean,
golf
his
club,
elbow's all swollen up. I don't know if he has any broken bones, but he was at the ER for 9 hours.
Wow.
After. But he broke his bike in half. I think it's a $5,000 bike. A very expensive sport. But he said, he was telling me a couple weeks before, he's like, yeah, it's a very expensive sport. If you wreck, you lose your whole $5,000, and then the next weekend he breaks it in half. I don't know if I'm proud of you or I think that's not that intelligent.
I wouldn't talk about it anymore if I were you, Andrew. I would
but he
keep that to
competes.
yourself.
He competes in, and I could be saying this wrong. He's competing in the world professional level of this, and he's hoping. He told me this, and I don't know if I'm saying something I shouldn't say. He's hoping to be the youngest competitor in the professional circuit next year, right? For triathlons. Out of Charlotte, the one and only Andrew Fairman.
Google him, find out about what's going on.
Check it out. I'm proud of him, man. He's very tactful. He works hard, and when you ignore him for 2 or 3 times, he keeps pushing and he doesn't bother you.
Good kid.
Good traits.
Young man.
I meant what I said there.
All right, cool, Trent. Great show.
Thank you.
For Trent Haston, Jeff Harkey, Andrew Fairman, and the entire Roby family of companies, I'm Ashley Davis. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next Sunday at 9 a.m. We hope you will be as well for the At Home with Roby show. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's andrewroby.com. And remember, you're always at home with Roby.